The Mets take two out of three from the Braves at Turner Field. The Dodgers go to Busch Stadium, take 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals. The Yankees and the Red Sox are going at it again, this time at Yankee Stadium. The NASCAR Cup Series is going to be in New Hampshire this weekend. We still have 5 drivers that are still in desperate need of a win. And the IndyCar Series is going to Toronto. And I will have a complete look ahead of the weekend, and we will start. And as always, I will have my closing thoughts. And we will start the show right after this. A wonderful Friday, everybody! It is now time for the Scott Manning Friday YouTube Sports Machine. I want to thank all of my loyal viewers for being with me here on this Friday. We've got a lot to talk about this weekend. We have a look ahead. We got the Yankees and the Red Sox. I will have all of that today. Excuse me. And for my closing thoughts today, I'm going to talk about the Brittany Griner situation. So stay tuned for that, but that'll be later in the show. But first things first. The New York Mets go into Turner Field in Atlanta and take 2 out of 3 from the Atlanta Braves. That was a huge series this weekend. I said the Mets had to take 2 out of 3 to try to open up a little bit of daylight in the National League East. That's exactly what they did. How in the world did the Mets do it? Well, to start off with, in the opener on this past Monday night, Max Scherzer had a 9 strikeout performance. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, only gave up the home run. He struck out 9. Scherzer has a 6-1 record with a 2.35 ERA. He's back, and everybody knew it. But let's look at the hitting for both of these teams. Mark Hanna of the Mets. He's hitting 273 right now. He was 3 for 11 in this 3-game set with a run, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 2 walks, but he did strike out 6 times. That's the only downside, unfortunately. Brandon Nimmo. This guy's hitting 269 right now. He was 3 for 11 with 5 runs, a double, 3 walks, but he did strike out 5 times. Pete Alonso. He was like, eh boy. He's hitting 268, yes, I'll give you that. But he was only 2 for 13 with a run, a double. He did have 2 RBIs in the series, I'll give you that, and a walk. But he struck out 8 times. Yow. But the player of the series for this 3-game set was Francisco Lindor. He hit 240. He's hitting 244. He was 5 for 14 with 2 runs. He had a triple in the series. A home run, 4 RBIs, and he only struck out once. So the player of the series goes to Francisco Lindor. And you just got yourself a Golden Bat Award. And I'll probably be handing out more of those here a little later on. For the Atlanta Braves, the hitting was, let's just say, stone cold. Here's what I'm talking about. Dansby Swanson. This guy was hitting 300, or he was hitting 300, I should say. 0 for 10 in this 3-game set with a run. He had 2 walks, struck out 3 times. Austin Riley. He's hitting 284. He was the only real bright spot. He was 4 for 12 with 2 runs, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, but he struck out 5 times. Michael Harris II. He was worse stone cold yet. 0 for 9 with a walk, and he struck out 4 times. Ronald Acuna Jr. For this 3-game set, he was 3 for 10 with a double, 2 walks, but he struck out 4 times. It came down to the hitting in this best of 3, people. The Braves' big bats, those 4 big bats that I mentioned, a combined 7 for 41 with 16 strikeouts. Dansby Swanson and Michael Harris II, 0 for 19 with 7 strikeouts by themselves. That is where the Braves went wrong. But the Mets' big bats weren't much better either. They were a combined 14 of 48, 20 strikeouts. Every game was almost a pitcher's duel. Everybody knew it. But let's look at the bigger picture for a second. The Mets took 2 out of 3. They picked up a game in the National League East. We knew this was going to be a big series going in. I talked about it Sunday night on the Sunday Sports Machine last Sunday. We knew it was going to be a big series. Everybody knew. But I'm going to say this now. This 3-game set is over. We only got one more series to go before the All-Star break. And I'll tell you what. This was a great series no matter what happened. I saw the opener on Monday night, and I saw Scherzer's performance. And it was a great one. The Mets take 2 out of 3 from the Braves. This is big. Now they got a little bit more daylight in the National League East. I said the Braves almost had to go for the sweep to get back in, to take over the lead in the National League East. They lost 2 out of 3, and 2 of their biggest bats went stone cold at the worst possible time. The Mets started a 4-game series against the Cubs yesterday. And the Braves, they got a lot of work to do. 7 of 40, the 4 biggest bats for the Braves, 7 of 41, 16 strikeouts. Wow. That is where this series was decided. And that's all there is to it. All right. Now, wasn't the only big series going on this past week. The Mets and the Braves weren't the only series in town. The Los Angeles Dodgers go to Busch Stadium and take 2 out of 3 from the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals took the opener on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, the Cardinals bullpen went kaput. And then on Thursday, the Dodgers just got a big win. Now let's think about this for a second. This was a great series too. For the LA Dodgers, how in the world they take 2 out of 3 at Busch Stadium? It's very simple. You can point to one man, Freddie Freeman. 9 for 11 in this 3-game set. 3 runs, 3 doubles, I'm not lying. 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Freeman's hitting .320. Boy, the Braves are missing him right now. Trey Turner, he's hitting .304. He was 5 for 13 with 4 runs, a home run, 4 RBIs, and he only struck out twice. Gavin Lux, he's hitting .299, but he wasn't very impressive. He was only 1 for 7 with a run, but the one hit was a home run, 2 RBIs, a walk. He only struck out once. And Mookie Betts, he was 3 for 14 in this 3-game set with 2 runs, 2 doubles, an RBI, and 5 strikeouts. For the St. Louis Cardinals, they got the win in the opener on Tuesday. Paul Goldschmidt, he was 3 of 13 with a run, 2 RBIs, 4 strikeouts. He's hitting .331, but he didn't have much to show for the series. Nolan Arenado, he's hitting .296 right now. He was 4 for 10 with a run. He did have a double in the series, I'll give him that. 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 2 walks. That was it. Dylan Carlson, he's hitting .256 right now. He wasn't very impressive in the series. He was 2 for 12 with a run. He did have a double, and I'll give him that, but he had 2 walks and he struck out 3 times. Tommy Edman, I haven't mentioned his name for a while. He was 4 for 14 with a run. He did have 2 doubles in the series, and he struck out twice. The pitching performance for the series goes to Tyler Anderson on yesterday. He pitched 6 solid innings, gave up 3 hits, walked 2, struck out 4. He has he's 10-1 with a 2.96 ERA. Very impressive. Now, my Scott Manning YouTube Golden Bat Award for this 3-game set goes to Freddie Freeman. 9 for 11 with 3 runs, 3 doubles, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. He did not even strike out once. That's impressive. So, I may be reminding you of this later in the show. Just to kind of see if you guys are paying attention. So keep that in mind. Now, the New York Yankees, I forgot to write this information down and I apologize. The New York Yankees are not going to be in a good mood. The Cincinnati Reds go into Yankee Stadium and took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. That is correct. The Cincinnati Reds, the cellar dwellers of the National League Central, the team that's just so sorry, just took 2 out of 3 from the New York Yankees. And it's not going to get any better for the Yankees because they got the Boston Red Sox coming to Yankee Stadium this weekend. And it's a very, very big, this is a big weekend. This is the final series this is the final series before the All-Star break. And the only worthwhile series talking about. Yes, we do have the Brewers facing the Giants out of Giants Stadium. Actually out in San Francisco. My apologies. I call it Old Giants Stadium. I shouldn't have done that, and I messed up. But anyway, that's for another time. The Red Sox face the Yankees, and the series starts tonight. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox will be sending Nathan Eovaldi to the mound. He has a 4-2 record with a 3.16 ERA and 72 strikeouts to his credit. Who will the New York Yankees be sending to the mound? Jordan Montgomery. He has a 3-2 record with a 3.19 ERA and 76 strikeouts to his credit. On Saturday, and this is an important one, the Red Sox will be sending Nick Pivetta to the mound. He has an 8-6 record with a 4.08 ERA and 100 strikeouts to his credit. He's already at the century mark in strikeouts already this season, despite the 4.08 ERA. And the New York Yankees will be sending Jameson Taillon to the mound. He has a 9-2 record with a 4.01 ERA and 77 strikeouts to his credit. On Sunday afternoon, the Boston Red Sox will be sending Chris Sale to the mound. He'll be making his first official start of the season. He only has 5 strikeouts to his credit. No win-loss record, no ERA. That really scares me. Because the New York Yankees are going to be sending Garrett Cole to the mound. He has an 8-2 record with a 3.05 ERA and 135 strikeouts to his credit. Those are the pitching matchups for this 3-game set starting tonight. The truth is this. The Yankees lost 2 out of 3 against the Cincinnati Reds. Can the Boston Red Sox come out of nowhere and catch them? If the Red Sox can at least get 2 out of 3 at Yankee Stadium or better yet, go for the sweep, they could be sitting really pretty. The Yankees may not be as strong as some people think. And I got a few more cases in point. Rafael Devers. Right now, this guy is hitting 372. Actually, 320. He's actually hitting 327 with an on-base percentage of 383. That's something to think about. Xander Bogaerts, he's hitting 317 with an on-base percentage of 392 right now. The Red Sox hitting is what's really strong right now. As for the Yankees, there's only big, strong bats. Aaron Judge, he's only hitting 278. That's the thing. His on-base percentage is a respectable 358. However, Judge is having some struggles right now. DJ LeMahieu is the next best bet for the Yankees. He's only hitting 266 right now with an on-base percentage of 370. That's the tail of the tape right there. The hitting is the tail of the tape. That's the main thing. This is a very important three-game set at Yankee Stadium this weekend. And it's just right before the All-Star break. Most of us think that anything can happen, and it usually does. But here's the deal. The bottom line is this. We got a big battle into the division. Everybody knows what's up for grabs. The American League East may not be wrapped up. Could this be the Boston Massacre in reverse? Could this be 1978 in reverse? Back in 78, the Yankees were down 14 games to the All-Star break. They picked up a game a week. And all of a sudden, they came right back and caught the Red Sox. Forced a one-game playoff, and the Yankees took the AL East. At that time, the Red Sox were playing 750 baseball. Couldn't do anything right. The Yankees were all banged up. And Billy Martin, or should I say Billy the Drunk Martin, didn't know what he was doing. Could this be could this be 78 in reverse? Can the Red Sox come out of nowhere and catch the Yankees and win the AL East? Only time will tell that. I know it's kind of odd that I give you this history lesson again, but anything can happen, and it usually does. Okay, before we move on, we got to give out a couple of awards. I'm going to start something new. It's called the Scott Manning Golden Bat Award. I love doing this because it's the right thing to do. The first recipients of the Scott Manning Golden Bat Award are going to be as follows. I'm going to look back at the Mets Braves series and the Dodgers Cardinals series from this past week. All right. The first recipients of the Scott Manning Golden Bat Award are going to be, for the Mets Braves series, the first recipient is going to be Francisco Lindor, 5 of 14 in the series, 2 runs, a triple, a home run, 4 RBIs, and only 1 strikeout. Francisco Lindor, congratulations. You are the very, very first recipient of a Scott Manning Golden Bat Award. And the other Golden Bat Award is going to go to Max Scherzer. Way back for his Monday night performance. 7 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, only 1 home run, struck out 9. Max Scherzer, you are also going to be the recipient of a Scott Manning Golden Bat Award. Now, my Golden Bat Award for the Dodgers Cardinals series goes to Freddie Freeman. 9 for 11 in the series with 3 runs, 3 doubles, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. Did not strike out once. Congratulations, Freddie Freeman. You are the recipient of a Scott Manning Golden Bat Award. Congratulations to my very, very first ever Golden Bat Award winners. Very well earned. Now, the NASCAR Cup Series is going to be moving on to New Hampshire this weekend for the 300-mile race there. A 3 o'clock start on the USA Network. Last Sunday, we watched Chase Elliott become the second Georgia driver since his dad, Bill, to win in his home state. Now, I'm not going to worry about the top. I'm not going to worry too much about Chase Elliott, but I am showing some concerns about the drivers close to the cut line in the battle for the Cup. Ryan Blaney needs a win. Martin Truex Jr., he needs to get a victory. Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Almirola. Those 5 drivers that I've mentioned are hungry for a win. It's going to be very interesting to see how this week goes, how this race goes. 5 drivers that are hungry for the championship. Ryan Blaney has a little bit more leeway than Martin Truex Jr. But Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick, and Eric Almirola, those are the 3 drivers that are really desperate for a win. There are 7 races left in the regular season in NASCAR before the actual chase for the Cup. And the final race of the regular season will be at Daytona in late August. We'll see how that goes. But the bottom line is this. The battle for the championship is going to pick up, and it's about to pick up and pick up fast. And that's all there is to it. And real quick, the IndyCar Series is back. A 3 o'clock start on Peacock, on the Peacock live streaming service. And the IndyCars will be at Toronto. After a few-year hiatus due to COVID, the IndyCars are back in Toronto. 2 weeks ago, the last time we saw the IndyCars, Scott McLaughlin was going to Victory Lane at Mid-Ohio. Can the Penske team follow it up with another win, or will Ganassi Racing get back into Victory Lane? We'll have to wait and see on that. But we got a lot of other drivers that are hungry. Takuma Sato, Graham Rahal, just to name a couple. This week's action in motorsports promises to be the best of the best. And we're going to have a great weekend. And that's all there is to it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this. A lot of people have asked me to give my take on the Brittany Griner situation. You know, Brittany Griner was arrested for smuggling drugs into Russia. And a lot of people have asked for my opinion on what I think. Should Brittany Griner be coming home to the United States? I look at it like this. She broke the law in Russia. She smuggled drugs into Russia. Brittany Griner has said, and I've seen this, and I think it's the truth. Brittany Griner has said that she hates America. She says we should not be playing the national anthem at all before sporting events. I don't care if she's trying to take it out of context or not. I'm not worrying about that right now. However, she broke the law in Russia. There's, the old saying, you do the crime, you do the time. I think that's what needs to happen. Griner broke the law. Yes, she did. But she wants the United States to come and rescue her after what she said about our country. I'm sorry, but I know I'm going to catch a lot of backlash for this. However, at the end of the day, Griner broke the law. She should face the punishment. She needs to face the consequences and understand that there are laws. If I would have did something like that in Russia, would the United States come to my rescue? I doubt it. I would be doing time in a Russian prison. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, she's being wrongfully detained. She needs to be brought home. And LeBron James is like, they're not doing enough to bring her home. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. LeBron, play basketball, worry about the Lakers, and stop getting yourselves mixed up into a bunch of political garbage. Now, I'm trying so hard not to bring the politics into this, but in my honest opinion, Brittany Griner got caught with drugs in Russia. She smuggled them in from the United States. She should, if you do the crime, you do the time. That's the old saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be a bad guy. I really am not. But the bottom line is, Brittany Griner broke the law, and she broke the law in Russia. A lot of people are saying, bring her home. I'm not sure if I can support that or not. I can't support that. Because she needs to learn. Some of these athletes need to learn that you're not above the law. And Brittany Griner is no different. And that's the truth. And I know I may have upset some people, and I'm sorry. But it is what it is. And that's all I have to say. And that is my closing thoughts for this Friday. And that's the truth. Okay, folks. Okay, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I want to thank you guys so much for being with me here on this Friday. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Scott Manning. All you have to do is type my name, scroll down, look for this pretty face, click subscribe, and you will see all of the sports videos I have done so far. I want to thank all of you folks for being with me here on this Friday. Thank you so much for being with me, and God bless. Goodbye, everybody, and I thank you.